You're being called for careful and mindful integration. In the song, surrender, surrender, don't give yourself away, away, yeah. Taking some of those pine resin essence, clear the mind, slow down time. As we remember how to surrender without giving ourselves away, to be integrated in society, but carefully and discerningly, so that, we don't fragment the pieces of ourselves in the old ways of people-pleasing, giving ourselves away, putting energy outside of ourselves. Attention goes where energy flows. 111 on the timer. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Take a deep breath in. Hold at the top. And let it out. It's okay to be silly with it. What do we need to know, see, and hear? What do we need to know, see, and hear? Today we're gonna tune in with the back of the deck. So, unlocking keys, unlocking locks. The Oracle of Shadows and Light, Lucy Cavendish. Okay. One card flipping over already. We need to know, see, and okay. What do we need to know, see, and hear? And we are now in Gemini season. Goodbye Taurus season, and hello mental stimulation. Our underlying energy for this Memorial Day weekend, month of May, is the sewer mermaid. Have we been feeling a bit like a sewer mermaid? Yeah, let your freak show. You know, reintegration isn't about crawling back in your hole, crawling back in your cage. It's about knowing that your sensuality is beautiful. Your connection to touch and the mental sphere, the structure, the language is important here in Gemini season as it comes to how we feel about our sensuality. And that face says a lot, you know, like, I don't care what you think about my sensuality or my life choices. So letting go of others' expectations. And we've got the Winged Seer. Winged Seer. Wow. So we've got angelic energies here. Watcher. Seraphim. With all the eyeballs. You see clearly. This is a sign of clairvoyance. Your eyes are open. So allow yourself to use that discernment. And the interment of your time spent in healing and hermit mode to remember your clairvoyance, to trust that you can now see clearly. Your eyes are open. 4:44 on the timer. And this is a foundational changes we have made in our foundations during Taurus season. Now being asked, what will we create on that? Ideas abound. Ooh, we've got a ship in the clouds with a swan. Oh, that's really cool. Lady with the Bosch egg. Oh, interesting. We've got this kind of delivery system here in the background, this swan boat. Ancient wisdom and the Bosch egg. I'll look up what Bosch eggs are. B-O-C-H. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. That would be wonderful. And I am open for personal readings. They will be recorded and sent to you, with a few spots for live readings available on the days I don't record. Ancient wisdom coming to you, yes, the downloads, the intuitive nudges. Yeah, the egg, it's cracking, your ideas are cracking open. See this little creature about ready to crawl, your little creature of creation getting ready. And we've got, the rubble of the towers we've been through. Even got a city on fire in the background. So perhaps we've gone through some destruction, and it's broken open some creative ideas. Number 19, in Amara, the Menehune. The Menehune. Aloha healing. So some Hawaiian healing here. It's because the only one I know of personally, but anything else comes through. But Hono Pono Ono. Healing with Mother Nature, birds of paradise, that intuitive flow. We've got the rainbow in the background representing the divine path, the ray of healing. She's got this lovely vine decorating her with purple and green, representing the heart, the third eye, and the crown. Looks like a clematis to me. Clematis. And birds of paradise may be significant. You are being asked, and some of you already have been through it enough to know how to be the calm in the storm. Remember all the times you've learned how to see clearly here, the winged seer, to see clearly. Call on your higher self, call on your higher remembrance, your higher wisdom, ancient wisdom, to be the calm in the chaos. See storm. Got lightning, got some pretty rough waters going on here, signifying some tumultuous times ahead of us, maybe in some uncharted waters at this time, and feeling lit up, feeling stimulated, all the lightning, while at the same time a little bit challenged by chaos. Please don't lose hope. Autumn is my last chance. Autumn is my last chance. So have we been kind of counting on this year coming to something to fruition, as if maybe we have a feeling that like this is the chance to hop on the ship, to be the calm in the storm, being asked not to lose hope in the natural world, to lose hope in your ability to help, to be a helper without losing ourselves. Surrender, but don't give yourself away. Healing, bringing healing to others. Autumn is my last chance. It's that last season before we go back into like hermit mode, and so perhaps we're concerned about finding those ripe opportunities this year. Concerned that if we don't do something with ourselves this year, that we're gonna have to face another rough winter somewhere following autumn. The fairy of the green world says that the natural world sees you. You're being seen, heard, always. The fairy kingdom is with you. Especially anytime we are in nature. We've got decorative peppers. And seeing into the cosmic nature, the fairies see your cosmic nature, that blue, your truth, your authenticity, behind the masks that are worn. And this green skin really stands out as the fairies, but also the beings of the inner earth. And just the idea of beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sensuality, connection. It doesn't have to look the way we think it needs to look. Surrendering to different points of view and paradigms at this time. Transitions to the spirit realm. I'm sorry. The angel de los muertos. Angel of death. It's riding in here. Comes into, ask me to say I'm sorry for anyone who's lost someone recently, or who's let go of someone into the spirit realm. Transitions to the spirit realm. And feeling that in the heart, maybe concerned. Perhaps this is more about the connection you feel when you're in nature, and to transitions in nature. This will also be about patterns in our past lives and the ways we've transitions and how that has weighed on our hearts. So we may be feeling at this time ancient patterns coming up. Remember the wisdom that came with that loss, with that separation from loved ones. And again, I'm sorry if we've lost someone, or it's looking like we may lose someone. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Calling on the Divine Feminine Oracle. Slightly different reading today here. And a bit stormy and dark, which seems appropriate. The clouds outside are quite stormy. Birds aren't really out and feeding or singing today, or this evening at least. They were this morning. So there's been a shift in the air. Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. Yeah. Being your authentic self, the sewer mermaid. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. The peace bringer, light bearer, divine creator. And, perhaps we've got our own set of doctrines or rule books we follow. And don't look at trying to hide these parts of ourselves, but at the same time, be careful about, you can see who it is, who's available to be shared with here. The wings here. Use your clairvoyance to see who, what, where serves us. Perpetua. Clear the air real quick. We were talking about death here and losing someone. Perhaps an unaliving or a transition to the spirit realm is what we're touching on. Perpetua. Sarah Devi, the Divine Mother. Beautiful. And the Divine Mother steps in to remind you to about this reintegration, about who you've always been at the core of you. Unconditional love exists within me. You are unconditional love. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Yeah, in this process of releasing the judgment of others and self, and stepping into a place of wise discernment. And Sarah Devi here, carrying the divine flame of wisdom with confidence in a field of poppies. And we've got this beautiful golden aura, the halo, the anointing. Yeah, Divine Mother reminding us how to be the calm in the chaos, the love, the absence of judgment. The cosmic egg. Oh, how fun. We've got the cosmic egg. And we've got the Bosch egg. The Bosch or Bosch. Cosmic egg. Wonderful. Divine potential. The remembrance that the universe is within me. I am a force of ever expanding love. Remember your origins. Take some time to, with the Divine Mother, call on her. Help her to help you to feel, remember your place in the cosmic egg, the cosmic soup, the seed of life. Sarada Devi holds the seed of life at her heart for you. The Divine Mother holds you and is held in that cosmic egg energy. I am a force of ever expanding love. That's an Oriole. Isis, the goddess of magic. Okay, the Magician coming out. Scarab. Scarab energies. Isis, the winged goddess. Egypt and the pyramids. Anointing. I'm drawn to the spark of light at the hip. That movement of sensuality, very sensual, the magic of sensual movement. So perhaps we need to move our body to alchemize some despair or some doubt with this please don't lose hope card. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Yeah, with that whole like autumn is my last chance, it can feel like every time we shed all the work that we've done in the fall to see the product, it can feel like, that was our last chance and everything, was it worth it? The question comes up, was it worth it? Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. And I'm not suggesting you embark on anything specific. Let's be discerning. Remember to see what's good for you. Yeah, don't lose hope on shedding or letting go of any of these layers of self-doubt or self-sabotage, self-lack around sensuality. So you're coming to understand the sacred creative energy of feminine energy and doing this dance. Ananda Maya Me. Ananda Maya Ma. Ananda Maya Ma steps in to remind you that the joy is in the journey. 2020. Yeah, so develop that relationship with you, too. I am my own guru, and I know that self that never changes. The light within, the Divine Mother is holding the light of our true self here, the unconditional lover, the fifth dimensional being. I just drop some cards. It's just gonna take me a second. And it's just turn the one up first that was showing herself. Queen Esther, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust that my soul's divine timing. Yeah, perhaps we've been concerned with our own transition into spirit and kind of stepping in to remind us that it's all been orchestrated for all of us. We chose and choose because it's a living choice. When it is specifically time, we know relatively when the time is going to be in spirit, when we may choose the transition, but when we're here, we make that final choice that, when the time is the time. Confirmations with the bell, the morning star. It's interesting because I thought Lucifer was the morning star. Not in a bad way or anything. I love this Ananda Maya Mai, the crown that's just like permeating the field, and she's just surrounded by beauty and white light, purity and wisdom and the beauty of nature. Surround yourself by nature and tap into your inner guru. My Bago, the warrior saintress. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. It may not look like everything's going in our way at this time. Really do your best not to self-sabotage. Sharpen that blade here in Gemini season, especially as we are in a Mercury retrograde and a Pluto retrograde, which is causing the sea storm, the chaos in the mind, in the body, in the field, in the collective, in all of us, really. Remember to use your skills, your tools wisely, to sharpen that purpose. He has the blade against her causal chakra there. And at the core of it, that pink, the hair wrapping, which was forced on women to wear, but now is worn as a piece of ownership, of owning. When women were forced to wear those wraps in certain cultures, it was turned into, in different names and they're called, but in many cultures it's been turned into an empowerment, something to wear that they can decorate and take back from the patriarchy. This is that divine rebellion. Devotion is rebellion, and knowing that our devotion to love, unconditional love, devotion to the natural world is an act of rebellion. Yeah, that's that rebellion energy coming in. Freya. Ooh, the goddess of discernment. Wow, yes. That's exactly what we're talking about here. spend my time wisely, and I say yes when it's a holy hell yes. If it ain't a hell yes, it's a hell no. Freya. I say a holy hell yes. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Yeah, it's about not spending our time losing hope or worried about what other people think about us, for taking the time that we need to call in the calm, or to have unconditional love for some of the things that are going on in our communities, our countries, our planet. Goddess of discernment. Beautiful. Freya, Celtic energies. As always with these cards, the halo is ever present and stands out. It is represented in different forms and frequencies, lights. Thekla, the prophetess of true power. Getting strength card energy. What's that called? The Colosseum, I think, is behind her. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. 26,639. 369 popping out. 3 6s and 9s. We got 44. And we tapped on 44 in the foundations. Yeah, lean on the natural world. It needs you as you need it. I call all my power back to me from all people, places, and things, times, dimensions, and frequencies. Say it. I call all of my power back to me from all people, places, and things, times, dimensions, and frequencies. This is a time to stand in your power, to walk in your power. I don't know why Spirit wanted me to use Alice in Wonderland deck, but I was like, but can't we use this one? The Wild Unknown Tarot. Let's use Alice in Wonderland. Wrap up this reading. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Let's grab the tarot. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Surrender. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Again, I'm Anthony, Middle Path Mystic. Thanks for sticking around. If you've made it this far in the video, I super, super appreciate that. So I know how hard it is to focus. Hermit. Ooh. Shine your light, but remember who to share it with. The Hermit uses discernment, uses intuitive light. Yeah, and he's sitting rather sweetly and calmly in this chaos of, the scene of the tea scene. And Alice in Wonderland, it's quite chaotic. But you see here, the little hermit mouse is sitting rather undisturbed, enjoying himself. Smooth as butter. Can you be smooth as butter at this time, as sweet as sugar to yourself and others, if need be? Four of Teacups. Yeah, those foundational frequencies, calling in friends, lovers, divine union. 2936, again, 9 3s and 6. Four of Teacups. Yeah, this is about this devotion. Can you hold the devotion towards welcoming love by being in love with life, in love with yourself and others? Not necessarily falling in love with everyone, but in love with life and yourself and others. Page of Spears. Again, use your discernment. Sometimes people like to paint white roses red to be a little trickery. The Page of Spears. Yeah, it's that immature energy of trying to talk up their equipment. You could say a masculine energy, could be feminine. Spears, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs in our life that try to wield their sexual energy, paint it up as something more than it is or something that it isn't. That Page of Spears energy. So be discerning around any fire signs at this time. Two of Flowers. Two of Swords. This is that doubt. It's also discernment. Knowing when we can let someone pass, which way to go, up or down, knowing which way is up or down. Yeah, that Two of Swords energy can have us kind of flip-flopping from extremes. And again, being called to be the calm amidst the storm. To surrender your doubt, but don't lose sight of your intuitive nudges. Like if it's truly something that we need to be aware of, to walk away from or to protect ourselves from. The Mystery. Cheshire Cat. Crescent Moon energy, that smile. Trickster or magician type energy with the Mystery. As the number 2, I believe he is the magician. Number 2 would be it would be the Emperor card in a regular tarot deck. But the mystery. This is kind of that mystery behind the smile. It's nice to have a little mystery, a little mystique about ourselves. Don't, overshare. Sometimes it's good to look like we have some mysteries to hide. Keep a little mystery about yourself. And be discerning about what you give your attention, of your resource of attention to. Maybe it's also that, having fun with the mystery, finding some mischievous play in the mysteries of life, not trying to nail down when we're going to transition, worrying about those types of things, or ourselves or others are going to transition. King of Teacups. Okay, I've got the King of Cups. That big golden knob, talkative knob. At the threshold of holder of love. Archangel Metatron energies, Christ consciousness, unconditional lover. Golden knob, golden, just takes a turn to open the door. Trust that this mystery is leading you toward the mystery of love. King of Teacups is leading you toward resources and support. Even transitions and chaos are part of the mystery. The world. Expansion. Movement. In this card, it reads more about the inner world, as the story of Alice in Wonderland is a story about her exploring her inner world, exploring her subconscious. Feeling more, being called to feel more at ease in the world. You know, sit down and have some quiet time with our cats. Some you time, some time to connect to that inner guru. Knight of Teacups, Eight of Spears, and the Emperor. Yeah, forward momentum. You're moving towards this can or will and or you are already moving towards self-mastery here when we choose to love ourselves, to embrace our sexuality, our sensuality, our sacred pleasure, and enjoying a bit of tea, and understanding this is exactly the healing and the transitions that we've been looking for underneath. Again, we got the Star and the Six of Swords, or the Six of Flowers. Yeah, allow yourself, the Sun. Allow yourself to have fun in the sun, you know, to appreciate the pleasures of life at this time. Knight of Teacups. And as you embrace self-love and confidence, your confidence continues to grow to walk through the storms. I love that. The flamingo. The flamingo may be in a synchronicity here. The flamingo as in the music or the animal popping up. For me, it's been both. Spears and the Empress. The Ten of Spears, or Eight of Spears, sorry. So Eight of Wands and the Emperor. How can you find self-mastery in this current transition? How can you allow Mercury retrograde, Pluto retrograde, to turn the wheel in your favor, Wheel of Fortune, to getting that like Paul Revere kind of energy, standing out, 2 if by sea, or 2 if by land, or 1 if by sea. Yeah, and finally, underneath energy coming out is the Queen of Flowers. Queen of Swords. Be discerning at this time. Be that ice queen if you need to be. You don't have to be cruel, but allow yourself to not respond or to share in ways that deplete us or steal from our wisdom, or denounce or denature it through others' doubt, and allow that part of you to transition. This transition to spirit can also be about transitioning the ego that's been attached to judgment, opposite of unconditional love here. That ego, we may have this like gut feeling that this is the year we need to change, and it crazy thing is, it kind of is. This is a fork in the road for many. Will you choose 3D timeline or the 5D timeline? New Earth. So I hope this found you on a lovely altitude day. Remember, you can always use your discernment and say, I am love and I can love. Your essence brings the presence for these readings. Namaste.